It is an absolutely glorious day here at Winton Motor Raceway for day 2 of the Harrop Ultimate Streetcar Invitational. And what a cracking day we had yesterday. A nice relaxed vibe about the thing, a little bit of cruising and some gorgeous motor cars with some fantastic people. But today, Heath Moore from Harrop, we are going to step things up significantly. Welcome to you. What a great day to kick things off yesterday though.
Yeah, thanks Wade. Like, this event's all about the diversity of the field. Like, we've got, you know, cars from the 70s right through to current day, and from 4-cylinder through to V8s, and a lot of our customers build these awesome street cars, but they just don't get to enjoy them. So this event's about, you know, a nice road rally yesterday and then coming to the track today and multidiscipline testing of the vehicle and the driver.
Now there's an interesting demographic really of your drivers, because there's guys into their 60s, there's people that are probably in their 20s, there's drifting discipline, there's people that have had limited track experience, there's people that just want to go fast and have nowhere to do it. So you've got a great broad range of personalities.
Absolutely, and some of the guys are, you know, they're seasoned veterans of doing motorsport, and some are just here to participate and really get out there and drive their cars, and the weather's awesome, so I think we're going to see some great competitive activity.
Now there's 3 different phases to what we're doing today. Explain that.
So we start with Motorcana, which is really testing the agility of the car. The guys will run side by side over on the Motorcana pad, and then after that we're going to shift to the circuit and we're going to run an auto test through the tight turns at the top of the circuit, and then also run a mini drag strip on the main straight for 200 metres, and they'll do that concurrently for say 3 or 4 times, have a beautiful lunch, and then in the afternoon we'll hit the track for some circuit laps.
There will be scoring, and there was judging going on yesterday as well, correct?
That's right, and we sort of, in the interest of democracy, we got the competitors to actually judge each other. So they had a balanced scorecard to rank the innovation and the upgrades that each car has. Each car had to drive from Preston, where Harrop's based, up to Benalla last night. We stopped at the Vineyard, and the fact that they could get here under their own steam and not break down and not get defected was very important, and keep to the speed limits. So today is all about timed elements. There's no wheel-to-wheel racing, it's really just against the clock, and they'll get multiple opportunities to test themselves, and there's some of those results will end up with an outright leader. We'll have an award for the top cars, so whether it's a Euro car, an Aussie car, a Japanese car, or an American car for that matter.
It's going to be a busy day. There's lots of on-track activity with some great personalities and some truly special motor cars. Going to be a fantastic day. Let's get into it right now. Couldn't ask for a better morning for it. Everybody amped about the first session of the day, the Motorcana, and I think a lot of people are going to be interested to see how they pit themselves up against the various cars. Peter Fitzgerald, this Porsche 14.19 second run was always going to be rapid and probably one of the quickest with 650 horsepower.
Peter Fitzgerald, the Porsche looked fast, it spooled up. How did it feel?
Yeah, I think I WD'd on the first one. I went around the car instead of through it, so yeah, all right.
Ben Schutz, an impressive driver in the amazing Harrop BMW M3, a 14.49 just outside the Porsche.
Ben, you're in the Harrop M3. It looks like you found it a bit difficult to find your way around the cones.
Yeah, I think I missed one on the last one. I thought it was a bit easier than I expected, but no, all good fun, loads of horsepower, no grip. It's all good, happy days, I reckon.
Terry Henderson, absolutely loving this. A 16.55, having the time of his life.
Terry, she's got plenty of grunt. How did it feel out there?
Bloody fantastic. I'm living my childhood again now. This is great.
Chris De Jager in the Sylvia. A lot of drifting experience. How's he going to go keeping the car straight? 15.13.
How was it, Chris, in the Sylvia?
Struggled, just standard clutch. I just fried it off the line and heated it up. So for the first run on the second half, I tried to just let it cool down a little bit and was really soft on that second run. But once I got a bit of momentum, the clutch kind of started to hold and started to have a bit more fun.
Martin Moran, the GTO Coupe, a 15.88, a very big, heavy car. And Martin muscling it around the tight confines of the Motorcana. Never judge a book by its cover. This is Brendan Finlay in the VE Coupe, but it didn't start out its life that way.
It is a 2010 HSV Maloo Ute, which has now been converted into the only HSV 2010 coupe in the world. To me, people say they want to build a car to be different, but then they all build the same cars. So I really wanted to build something different. It only took a year to build. It was built by a hot rod shop in Castlemaine, and they did a great job. And a year was pretty quick for a project like this. So it was a 2010 car, and we had it on the road by 2011, which means that we had the latest model out as a full custom car. I've had it at a HSV national show, and the HSV managers walked past me all weekend and did not say a word. but every single V8 supercar driver came up and had a chat and said what a great car it was. Well, Holden actually built the Coupe 60, which is a concept car that sits in the showroom at Port Melbourne, and then of course the world fell on its bum, and so they were never going to build it, and I said, well, there's an opportunity for me to build one. I've always liked my cars, so I've always wanted to do something special, and this is the one that I've really gone all out on. So when it was obvious they weren't going to build the Coupe 60, that's when I decided to do this one. Well, as I said, it starts off as a 2010 Ute. A Ute's 100mm longer than a sedan in the wheelbase, so therefore the wheels are further back in the body than a sedan. So people think that I've shortened the boot, but I haven't. The wheels are just further back. So I've still got the Maloo side skirts, which I think suit really well. The doors are 287mm longer than standard because we needed the longer doors to suit the coupe. We've got the Harrop blower on it, the Harrop brakes, Harrop exhaust, 22-inch wheels. It's just a big, fat Aussie muscle car. I kind of had some pretty rough sketches. The picture in my head looked pretty good, and the guys at Castlemaine Hot Rod Shop who built it for me, it came together really well. So they helped and put my ideas into reality, and I couldn't be happier with it. My car is more show than go compared to all the other cars out here today. I've got the 22-inch wheels, which are going to slow me down on the track, but I'm going to give it everything I've got, so we'll see. I've been to Winton before and love going fast, so I'm going to have fun doing that. The main thing is just have to make sure that it goes home at the end of the day as well, so I'll be going 3/4 pace, not flat out. I look at everything and think I'd put bigger wheels, I'd do this, I'd do that to it, which does drive me a little bit insane at times, but it's what you like, it's what you like.
Yeah, I'm not sure he knows how to go anything but flat out. Brendan Finlay, isn't he passionate about his motor cars? He's going to be impressive over the course of today, I'm sure. Having a look at the vital statistics of the VE Coupe, and as you can see, this is one bad hot rod. Tim Harrop now, the Holden VF at 15.44 is a pretty handy run for Tim, and a great way to kick off the day for the VF.
Tim Harrop in the Harrop VF, how was it?
Yeah, good, thanks, Heath. Normally on the other side making the part, was good fun to be out there having a go. Mr. Cohn, though.
Dave Shart, the American in the Toyota 86 at 15.61. I don't think that's representative of the performance of this car, and I'm not 100% sure that Dave is happy with his run.
Dave Shart from Forge Line in the 86, how was it?
I think I could have done better. Still struggle with the left-hand shipping. It's fun. It's fun course.
Aaron Wheatley, the GTS, a 15.08 for a big, heavy car. This is an impressive run, just outside the 14-second mark. Justin Smithies in the Hillman Hunter, a 15.53, a very lightweight, nimble little car, attracting plenty of attention. Craig Dean, first time this car has fired an angry shot, the Shelby GT, a 14.94.
Craig, this Mustang's looking absolutely stunning, the Shelby GT. How was the first run?
Yeah, a little bit nervy, obviously, just having a go at something different. This is the first time it's been on the track or done anything in haste anyway, so got to get the feel of it. But yeah, it's pretty good.
A family tragedy involving the loss of her teenage son behind the wheel has forced Kim to re-evaluate her passion for motoring, and she's come out the other side with even more love and understanding for what she does.
You know, detailing a car is how I relax, and driving a car is how I have fun. Being able to tune into the finer details now, to feel the torque, to know what the car's going to do at any point, that's been today's takeaway. So got a lot out of it just from almost a testing perspective. I never knew how rich I was in the heritage that I had with my dad, and I wish he'd have lived to have seen particularly the other car do as well as it has. I had to find a way to make sense of what we'd lost, and for 12 months it took me right away from everything. I shelved the car, I didn't do any more than necessary driving. The best thing about the car community is that every time they will rally around you. We're seen as hoons and hooligans, but at the end of the day the community is not that. It's a group of people who want to see you do well, who want to support you when things go wrong, but at the same time there's a real sense of fun and a real sense of support, and that's an amazing thing to get across a field as deep and as capable as this one.
Kim's Maloo is an impressive bit of kit, isn't it? Plenty of upgrades, including an LSA supercharger, intercooler hat, Harrop oil cooler kit, and Magnuson intercooler as well. Nothing standard about this Maloo, and she's already planning more performance hop-ups. Jeffrey Morton, the Lotus Elise, a 13.91. Nobody's surprised. This was always going to be a rapid proposition on the Motorcana. This is interesting now. The Audi of Christian Fitzgerald, the Audi S3, a 13.79, just a hair outside the Lotus. Christian, very impressed with Mum's shopping cart, believe it or not.
Christian Fitzgerald, father and son on the same bit of road. How did it feel?
Mate, it's good to give him one. No, this was fantastic. It surprised me on that track there. Managed to get a bit of oversteer in it, and it was good. I clipped a cone, unfortunately, in that second run, but no, it's a good little track.
Stephen Bradford, a 13.04, the 9972 Turbo. What an impressive performance from Stephen Bradford.
Steve, the Turbo looked fast out there. How did it feel?
Yeah, handled surprisingly well. First time I've had it on the Motorcana.
Awesome work, good stuff.
So the Motorcana results see Stephen Bradford quickest with a 13.04. Christian Fitzgerald sneaks into second. Jeffrey Morton's Lotus is third. Peter Fitzgerald's 9972 Turbo is fourth. Ben Schutz in the Beamer. Craig Dean in the punchy Shelby GT. Aaron Wheatley in the GTS. Chris DeJager 8th. Tim Harrop 9th. And the Hillman Hunter of Justin Smithies rounding out your 10. In next week's program, we're going to meet a fantastic character who just loves his motoring and proves there's no age barrier when it comes to being just a bit of a rev head. And we'll check out the auto test, where the boys and girls get to really test the performance of their cars around the Winton Motor Raceway. Who will be quickest in that? We'll find out in our next episode of the Harrop Ultimate Street Car Invitational.